spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up.
Tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Los Angeles Chargers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go, Younghoes ready to do the honors. And we are underway in Southern California. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And that nearly an interception here on its opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. On third down, Griffin. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
On first down, Griffin. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Griffin. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. Now Griffin. And he finds Fitzgerald. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. DJ Moore is back deep waiting for it. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Oh, able to avoid him. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Mahomes now to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
23 yards the pickup there.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. DJ Moore from 8 yards out. And the Chargers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Now the try here for the point after. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. Touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least. And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now on 2nd and 13. Griffin, and that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and now it's 3rd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw again is Griffin. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Barkley inside handoff, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8, now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Griffin. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Griffin.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the wide side with Cook. And some space here. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 20. That one good for 37 yards. Whether it's the toss or the pitch, you get him the ball outside the tackles on the edge. He's a tough man to bring down.
He certainly is, and it makes people wonder on the other side of the ball. Do I really want to deal with him when he gets a full head of steam? At the same time, he's also congratulating his tackle, tight end, wide receiver on that side. They gave him access to the corner and allowed him to build up that head of steam.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll run with Cook. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. They'll give it to him again. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Cook will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Koo now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. For the Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now. But unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Play action. It's Griffin. And that'll be taken in downfield by Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a toss right to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end. Being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Griffin to throw. His throw incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Griffin. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escaping.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Griffin. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the 1st half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Now it's Griffin. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. He's able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that one makes it 14-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes to Jefferson on the slant. And a quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mahomes going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or...
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So that challenge, a successful one.
Mahomes to throw once more. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bengals offense returns to the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Griffin escaping the pressure right. Shifts by him, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Griffin. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Griffin. And his throw is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Griffin. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Griffin. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far and certainly plenty to look forward to as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Griffin. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now Griffin on first down. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Well, some credit there to A.J. Green because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
And he's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot of pass interference calls.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down. Back to throw. Griffin. And again, he'll give it to Fitzgerald. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. From the shotgun, Griffin. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Griffin will throw again. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Griffin. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 19. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, Griffin. And this is going to be incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The LA offense ready for this next possession. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Mahomes now on 1st down. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And down he'll go at the 25.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Moore. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Griffin. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Mixing up the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Griffin. Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion. Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. Here we go. It's Griffin on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And down he'll go at the 25. 74 yards rushing now for Cook, and this is a 1st down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
He is just not at his focus in this game. It's not one drop. It's not two. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Back to the ground, Cook. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Cook again. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Buying time to his left. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now here's Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And again, it's Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Justin Jefferson from 3 yards out. And the Chargers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They go play action with Griffin. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. But I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Griffin
Caught by Green on the out route.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Ready, set.
Throwing now, Griffin on first down. He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Throwing again, Griffin. Eluding the pressure right.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Here's Griffin.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Griffin.
And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. So still a little work to do here, but they got the much-needed conversion.
So they got that taken care of. Now you would assume onside kick in order to try and get the ball back again, in order to try and kick at least a tying field goal.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all of their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner, and let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.